let's go.
Yeah, so we're live. Yeah, what was you saying now? Yeah, anyway. Yes, evening. As you can tell, I'm very smiley. Will, sorry, have you got the tissues? How many packets you got?
I think we've gone beyond tissues
we
now.
need some for Mr. Riley.
I've got a gun now.
Oh. But we don't need a gun. We're all right.
We don't need a gun. I'm going to pass it to Mr. Riley.
Oh, so see, you might want to shoot someone.
Or himself.
Yeah.
I know where you live.
If you'd like to end his life on air, I mean, I can understand.
Nah, we're good. I'll be honest with you. I didn't catch the whole game. I was in transit and I was trying to get in. Connection was a bit crazy, so we got probably most of the second half and bits of the first half.
Yeah.
The first half already it looked suspect anyway, because like I said to you, we sat back and you lot were just pressurizing us in that game. From what I gathered, it was just all you lot. And that was before I saw any stats or possession. I just saw you lot were just giving us hella problems. And we didn't know how to get out of it. And seeing as obviously we like playing from the back, you didn't give us a chance to do that. As I told you already, I told you what I feel like we should have done. And I think they attempted to do that, and there was going to be no counter. You guys were saying, Arsenal need to play the counter. There was no counter.
Well, that's the thing. I won't lie, I was a bit confused by their tactic.
Yeah.
First, I thought they were going to try and get us on the counter because they weren't coming out. But then,
that wasn't the way to play, because I feel like that's like...
It could work. It could work, but you need your strikers to be on the same level as our defenders to try and get behind them.
I think they were missing Xhaka. They were missing Xhaka.
We're missing a few players, man. Yeah. I just feel like we too much respect in our backyard, man.
Yeah, but even if you were missing Scousers, there's no reason why Aubameyang she's playing practically left back.
He's
poor. He's not trying to get up the pitch.
Aubameyang was poor.
I mean, you would have thought he'd be lined up with our defense. The odd long ball, let him, because he got pace. So does Lacazette. They got pace. And just like run down our defense and try and get a goal. But you were trying to play, you were trying to play on the ground and trying to get through our midfield, which you couldn't do. But you didn't change it. I thought, why don't you just put some long balls in and try and get behind us? Yeah, that's what teams normally do. They set up the pressure. They set up the pressure against us. They'll defend, kick the odd long ball and get beyond our high line defense. But Arsenal didn't do that at all.
It wasn't going to work that way, man. It wasn't going to work that way. As I said already, the minute we sat back in the game, you guys smelt blood and you didn't stop. And it wasn't coming from one person. Even if we stopped Salah, it was coming from everywhere. Well, and I said that. I knew it was going to happen. But the problem being is I just felt like when I looked at the lineup, it took me most of the game to figure out who was actually on the pitch for us. The minute I saw El Nene there, it was a wrap. The minute I saw, I think it was Chambers instead of Tierney, it was a wrap.
No, but Tierney was injured. Tierney got injured.
Yeah, still, it was a wrap. Cedric was playing on the side he doesn't normally play on, which was weird. Like, it was just a lot that was going on there that I couldn't comprehend. Now, I told you he wasn't going to play Bellerin. I knew he wasn't going to play Bellerin. I thought it was kind of... He played Pepe, which I was happy about. I knew there might have been a few issues with regards to playing Aubameyang and Lacazette together. But what I didn't like, which we saw at the latter stages of the game, was seeing them trying to get Martinelli to dig us out of a hole when it was too late. You pull Aubameyang off with 10 minutes to go and let the youngster come on and expect he's gonna work miracles. It doesn't work like that. It tells me from a manager's standpoint that you're panicking now and you're throwing everything by the kitchen sink. It doesn't make no sense. Well, you're better off just letting him ride out the game. Just ride out the game. Don't let someone come on and absorb the pressure of something that's already been lost.
Arsenal surprised me because I thought they were gonna really like put it on us. I really thought they were going to put it on us. Yeah. But they just, I don't know, it's like they were scared.
Right, well, all right, keep digging.
I just say, it's like they were scared.
Like, you're trying to drop the little subliminals, the little shots. I'm saying, I'll be honest with you, it got to a point for me where remember what I said to you before. We are not in a luxurious position to turn around and say, all right, we can rest players for the Europa in a week. We don't have no second team for that. We don't have a second gear. We had to come out today with a team that we needed to play.
Yeah,
you can't come out, as I said to you before, you can't come out and rest players against Liverpool and not think you're not going to hold any corn. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it.
Do you know what?
You're going to get punished for it. Like, we're not of the caliber where Liverpool can rest a couple players or a couple players are injured and still progress. You can't do that. Arsenal, we don't have that luxury.
No, of course.
The problem is, we'll have the same team come, I think it's Thursday or when we play in Europa. Yeah. There's not going to be a notch up. It's going to be the same isms again.
That's why I said I was surprised the way Arsenal played. Because look, we're playing in the Champions League on Tuesday. The way we was playing, we was playing like we're playing on Thursday, and you lot are playing on Tuesday.
And you play,
that's how it was.
You lot are playing tomorrow.
You lot are playing like you needed the morale to be up in preparation for your game next week. Yeah. I saw multiple shots of Arteta on the sideline looking dejected and lost.
Well, you would do, if you're 3-0 at home, that's. I mean, if you look at the stats, Arsenal had 3 attempts on goal, 2 on target at home. Liverpool had not only that. Another stat, the majority of the game, you guys had 65% of the possession for almost the whole game.
But remember I said that?
What is that?
Remember I said that though? I said that we're going to get more possession. I said that. It's what you lot do on the break.
65% is a madness.
Yeah.
65
No. But to be fair, depending on what tactic you play, if you're going to absorb pressure and counter-attack, then you're going to expect you're not going to have much possession. That's the possession stats. I used to be a possession stats man, but the way so many teams have played against us and beaten us, there's one team I think where 72% possession and they beat us because they sit back and just do a long ball and beat our defense and score a goal.
But there's one thing playing counter. There's another one attempting to play counter like Arsenal and not countering at all.
Exactly, you just did it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's thrown out. That's thrown right out the window. I don't even know what our tactics were for that game. I didn't understand it. I
won't lie.
It was confusing.
What? Yeah, I think what are Arsenal doing? Are they trying to absorb and hit us on a counter? But then they just couldn't get out their half, and they never played hardly any long balls down the middle. They didn't. You'd have thought we've got a relatively new the two centre backs, Phillips and Quebec. You'd have thought at least test them.
We didn't challenge them. We didn't challenge them.
We didn't. No.
You got fast strikers. Aubameyang's quick. Lacazette's quick. At least make them work. If you're stuck, if you can't get out your box, if you're stuck in your half of the field, do some long balls. Work them. Scare them.
No, it's true.
It's weird. But at the same time, the first half, I won't say you were in it, but it was 0-0.
No, I just that's you giving us a lot of praise that we didn't need. I feel like we kind of we were more solid in stopping you guys from. Well, we ensured we didn't concede. That's as good as it got. But the pressure didn't stop. And I knew that you were going to continue to knock on our door. If we didn't do anything, I felt like we came into the second half and there weren't no tactics. Nothing had changed in the game. Well, there was nothing that said that, okay, we're going to change our approach to the game. And that's where it became poisonous.
Did you see the whole of the second half?
No.
But at the beginning of the second half, you guys came out and you looked a bit hungrier. But again, that didn't last too long. I'd say for the first 10 minutes of the second half, you guys looked like the manager had gone in there and trying to kill the whole squad. I said, you guys don't sort yourself out, trouble.
But then it just dropped off after, innit?
Exactly.
And as soon as they heard Jota came on, that was it.
So when Jota came on, bloody hell, our team that's got lifted. Trent was start delivering miracle balls into the box, and then the minute he scored, you just see Salah thinking, "What the hell?" He started looking more hungry and to score, and it was just we were boosted. But again, Arsenal just, oh mate, I don't know. I don't think it's a skill thing. You've got the skillful players. I don't know what the tactics was. It's just the tactics. I don't know what it was.
Listen. As I said when we spoke earlier, this is this is not something that's just a little dip in form. This has been the one thing we've been consistent with all season. You got to realise we've won 12, lost 12.
Okay, yeah. But your last six games, your results will be better than ours. No, it's true.
That's the sign.
This is what I'm saying.
1-12 lost tells the sign of a mid-table team.
You're holding on to the little dip of form that you've had, but the thing is, your team is consistently bouncing back. They're of quality. We, for the whole season, the one triumph we've had is claw ourselves out of 15th. Yeah? We are 9th. We've been up and down. We've been bouncing up and down from between 8th and 10th.
That's why you're
for the majority of the season.
That's why you're struggling, because where you was before in the league. So when you was like 15th.
Yeah, but that wasn't. You can't say that we were 15th and we've utilized all our energy and efforts to climb out of 15th. That's why we're still bad.
Yeah.
No, because as I said already, when Lampard done poorly and Chelsea dropped to 8th, the new manager came in and there was no excuse. My man got them right back up there again.
Apart
There's
from
no
today.
talk. Yeah, but that's dead. But there's no talk. Manager of the month, and there's no talk.
Yeah.
You got to think about it. How are we 9 points adrift from was around 9 points adrift from Chelsea when they dropped to about 8th when Lampard was there? The new manager comes in and he's excelled and went out 9 points. So there's no excuse. Like, what's the game plan?
Today you should have been on it, especially as Chelsea got absolutely battered.
Yeah, that was shocking. That was very shocking.
I was amazed. Honestly, bloody hell! I just saw that. I just thought, oh yeah, Chelsea played. So let me just see the score, and I had to double look. I had to double check. Wow.
That's why I was a bit behind. I was at my old man's today, and he's a Chelsea fan. He's old school. He didn't even want to watch on the TV. He had, he has the radio on. He had the radio on, yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't check him for Good Friday, so he was there frying fish. My man dropped the knife, the big knife. Yeah, descaling the fish. Came out, effing and blinding and cursing about 5-2, what?
Yeah.
And I won't say what he said, but he went mad. And then that was it. I just told him, just watch Match of the Day, man. And he was like, yeah. He goes, his thing was, I have to watch Match of the Day if I'm going to create a good argument later on. So
cool.
It's a problem. And my son, unfortunately, he's a Chelsea fan. And I spoke to him pre-game and he hasn't called me back since. So,
but do you know what? He might call you back now because you lot lost.
No. He won't do that because we lost to a reputable team, and I feel
that makes sense. That result's worse.
The only thing they got on us is they scored a couple goals. We didn't score nothing, but let's be clear, like the team that they lost against, there's no excuse.
To get battered at home by
at
West
home
Brom.
As well.
By West Brom.
I think they're 13th. Are they 13th in the league at the moment?
West Brom, they're not the relegation.
That's it.
No, relegation.
Oh no, sorry, Wolves are 13th. I think Wolves are 13th.
Yeah. West Brom are low. So
mad.
Very low.
Yeah,
right?
So, as you can see in the background, all I can do at the moment is just reminisce on classic Arsenal games. I'm not with. Yeah.
Classic Arsenal game.
Yeah, George Graham.
No, not that far. George Graham. No, man. No. We can't do that, man. But
today was an odd one. I think it's what tactically. I'm sure you've got the skills. You have got the players, but for whatever reason,
but the
tactically
lineup was
today,
good. The formation, everything was good. I thought, Arsenal going to be on it.
I was worried. I was worried when I saw the lineup. I was worried, thinking, boy, I don't know. But after about 15, 20 minutes, I was thinking, are Arsenal trying to play for a draw?
Nah.
They're not honest. What's going on? And just like I said, I thought when it was 0-0 at halftime, I thought, mate, it's gonna be one of them days.
Yeah. I honestly thought it could be a replica of the 2-1 win that we had against you guys, because obviously you lot approached the game the same way, where you had most of the possession, but we got the win. And I thought maybe we might snag something here, but nah, there was nothing coming from anywhere, man.
Didn't happen today, innit?
It's really crazy.
No, and not only that, you lot going into your next game, it's giving you like a vote of confidence.
Yeah, definitely,
you know what I mean?
definitely.
Whereas our guys got to go back to the drawing board and figure out how we're going to win against that team in Europe now, because it's
an away game or home game against Sparta Prague?
I don't know. Wait, is it away or our game in the Europa?
First one's home.
Oh, we're home.
Oh, you're home.
Okay.
Yeah.
We want to do the home one first.
Yeah, we want to do home first and kind of get that out of the way. But obviously you're gonna have, it's gonna be reminiscent of obviously the last game that we had there, which is Liverpool, and obviously the team's gonna be looking at the loss we just had at home, and that's gonna give them a vote of confidence going into the game.
Definitely.
Psychologically,
No, I disagree. I don't think Arsenal are going to play like that against Sparta Prague.
Arsenal are good. They're good in Europe anyway, in the UEFA.
And they're an attacking team. What they tried to do today is not an attacking team.
I'm not taking this clickbait. You're trying to give us a little confidence. Listen, 12 and 12. That's it. I see you come back on the live this evening with a Liverpool hat on now and everything. Well and truly ready and prepared.
Yeah, see the top. See the top.
Yeah.
See the top. Yeah.
There you go.
No.
I'll be honest with you. As I told you earlier on, in the last live, Arsenal don't have a second gear. So what you see is what you get. Even if you change players, there's not much more we can give, and it's down to tactics. To me,
it's tactics. You just think,
and what did I say to you? I said to you, you laughed. I said it should have been Gabriel and David Luiz. Yeah, because the temperament in that game needed to have someone with experience. And if you looked at Gabriel in that game, he was getting hella stressed and frustrated to the point he looked like he weren't even bothered no more. Even at the end of the game. And you needed someone with a better temperament to be like, look, calm down, stay focused, get in the game. Yeah. It just seemed like he didn't know what he was doing today. He didn't know what he was doing today. I don't know what was going on, man.
And also, you know, I never agree with making strikers captains. So Aubameyang was the captain.
I don't think he should be a captain. Like I said, he doesn't lead like a captain.
He doesn't have the charisma and the leadership skills to do that. I feel like he's better just working on him and himself as a striker and leaving it to someone that is more team orientated. I feel like I don't know why they keep saying it. They keep saying future captain Tierney, and I'm like, at the moment, definitely not. But I've also watched him play live. Do you know when they show the player cam, and and this guy screams at every player like he's been there for years. So you can see him. But for me, I would love to see someone like Partey grow into that role in the next year or two. Yeah. Because I feel like he has that presence. I just know that he's just trying to get his foot in and stabilize himself. But I would love to see that with him.
That makes sense.
Like. Was he?
Yeah, I feel like he's got that because it reminds me. I'm not saying he reminds me of a Vieira, but it's just that person who sees everything, controls and influences the whole game, and people respect him. And that's what you need. With Aubameyang, the problem for me with Aubameyang is, which we're annoyed as Arsenal fans at the moment, is I'm tired of seeing. You're a meme, bruv. I'm tired of seeing all the antics online and the laughing and joking in the dressing room, and then you're not doing it on a Saturday.
Yeah.
If you're banging in the goals and you're showing me that you're working hard, fine. Do what you want. Do all the pranks. But I can't keep seeing this foolishness and you're not performing. Stop that now. And the thing is, as a captain, you're setting the wrong example. And we got quite a few young players who are on the pitch who look up to you. So you're showing them that this is what it is. I'm seeing Lacazette and him on hella jokes, laughing at everyone, candid camera thing every minute, laughing at a man's clothes or a man's shoes, or it's just joke. I'm watching them and I'm not even watching them for football reasons. And I'm saying, this can't be right, man. This is a team that's 9th or 10th in the league Why am I watching you like you lot are on cruise control? You lot should be focused. And part of that I look at is the backroom staff. I look at that as the manager. Why is the manager seeing this and saying this is acceptable? I see you on the training field, celebrating, laughing, joking, messing around, pushing each other, and no one's telling you nothing.
Yeah.
And as much as I'm not a Mourinho fan, you ain't doing that if that man is there.
That's true. He will dig you out on TV.
And the thing is, another one, Klopp, you're not doing that because I've seen that guy's got a temper, you know.
He has. Well, we got rid of Sacco.
Listen, in the game, he's all veneers, yeah. But when it's behind the scenes, this guy will look like he wants to bite somebody. Yeah. He's on it, and you know he's throwing things in that dressing room, and all it is that passion and knowing that the players have that respect. I feel like that's the one weakness is that, it's nice that we have Arteta. He's a young, fresh face, but also you've got to think he's borderline only 3 to 4 years off of Aubameyang's age.
Yeah,
and a lot of the players' age. So then, how are you expecting that kind of that respect level, that seniority kind of thing?
No.
Hang on. You're looking at someone who, in his own playing career, never won nothing. Yeah, who's never played for his country ever, right? And then he's coming off the back of playing at Arsenal, where he didn't really influence nothing other than being made captain by a senile Wenger at the time. Right, and then you've come in with no experience behind or off the coattails of Guardiola, and then you've come in, and you're expecting everyone to listen to you, and you command this kind of respect and you know how you want to play. I understand that they do respect him to a degree, but there's something there when you know that there's a senior person who's won stuff. You're going to listen. As much as people don't like Mourinho, when he talks, he's got the badges to back it.
Now, I see what you're saying, but I don't know if I agree with the age. For instance, if Steven Gerrard were the manager of Arsenal, do you think he'd let people get away with all that rubbish? Do you think he'd let people not respect him? In the change of age, he'd be kicking off. And Steven Gerrard's not old.
But the problem is, if someone's going to disrespect you or not respect you, you can't control that.
Well,
as a player, you're going to look at him, and not only that. Let's be clear, Gerrard is he's kind of won a few things. So certain players are going to look up to him. Arteta ain't won a squiggly pot, bro.
Yeah, don't worry. He'll get his time, man. He'll get his time.
But I think it's more personality. I think, today, I was looking at it, like you said, they showed pictures of him on the touchline, and he looked dejected. I didn't see him screaming at players. I didn't see him looking angry. He just looked like, oh, God. This just isn't working. He looked dejected. But like I said,
bash Arteta. I just say it comes with time. Hopefully he gets it right eventually.
Yeah,
but at the moment, he's got to learn from this, and I'm sure he's feeling it. I don't know. I think, is this the second time that he's we've come up against you guys as him being manager?
No. You beat us in the what's his name? Community Shield, and you've done us last season. Yours. You beat us.
No, this season. This
season we beat you home and away.
Shit.
Yes, but you've done us Community Shield. So that's quite good.
Yeah, pre-season.
So moving on.
Go on.
Yeah, let's talk about the good things that Liverpool did that maybe made it difficult for Arsenal, and certain players, like little ratings of who's done well and position played.
Well,
and
the whole team did well.
You guys got to take the lead with this one.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, because Arsenal just didn't look hungry enough. So they didn't really close us,
easier for us.
Down. We were winning the 50-50s. They just didn't look hungry. I mean, to the fact that you've got Salah and Mane trying to score a goal in the 94th minute. And they're actually fighting to score a goal. They're still hungry in the 94th minute. Whereas
it should have been 4-0. It should have been 4-0.
Yeah.
Well, your goalkeeper, they did put out a good save. But we
have to talk about your goalkeeper's appearance at the end as well, because he's looking a bit mad. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, I think that's part. I think that's part of the reason our players were trying to get next to the goal. He was kind of reminding me of a scene. Nah, he was reminding me of a scene from like a police academy skit, man. When he went in the bar, he's looking a bit mad.
Trying to come with a different look, innit? So
maybe he's trying to maybe he's trying to copy David Seaman.
It could be.
I was thinking that too, man. But yeah, boy. Mate.
Man. As it go for our defense as well, Kabat and Williams, they didn't have much to do.
Another clean sheet.
They always seem to be getting clean sheets. So
since Fabinho, he just does the mopping up in front of them.
Definitely.
100% helping. Trent, well, for that cross, that was amazing. It's like, he did a few crosses in the first half, but it's like once Jota came on, he just ignited. He thought, you know what? And balls, we were playing balls quicker in the second half. So like the second goal that was set up by Fabinho, straight away over the top, let him run into space, and he just nutmeg the goalkeeper. So what do you think? Gabriel tried to take him.
Yeah. So what do you think of the team lineup? Because basically, it was near enough a full strength team. And remember, I said that you just go for it.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Because they haven't been playing, so because we could have went under strength properly, and then that maybe would have gave Arsenal a better chance.
Yeah, but if we go play Real Madrid, and we get battered. Because everyone looks tired, what are you going to say?
Nah. I can't see you lot losing that. I honestly,
you can't.
Off the back of following what Real Madrid's been going on with of recent. Hang on a minute. When's this El Clasico?
That's in between our two legs. So I mean, we've got a 1 week break. So it'll probably be. Hang on. So we're playing them Tuesday, and then we're playing again the following Wednesday. So probably next Saturday.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah. Exactly,
Man.
And
because they're quite close on the league, innit? They're like a few points as well from each other, so that makes it interesting for them.
So they can't play a weakened team. They're trying to get somewhere. Yeah. So they can't afford to play a weakened team.
So I say, man, always play your strong team, man. Forget about trying to rest players, because when you do that and it don't work, it just looks bad. Sometimes you just got to go for it.
But anything you try, if it doesn't work, it's gonna look bad. So yes, true, we won today, but then if we go with tired players on Tuesday and get absolutely battered, people are going to say, maybe you should have rested some players,
worked,
or what you could have done. Or you could have. It's true, it worked, because that's hindsight.
Yeah, Klopp, he listens to me, man. He listens to me.
I heard it. He said on the press conference, and said, "Thanks, Shawn, bruv. Thanks, man."
Yeah, man. He listened to me, man.
Oh, man. He looks like that kind of manager who wants to win everything. But behind the scenes, you've got to be, especially when your team's been racked with injury, you've got to second guess yourself, thinking, play hard against Arsenal. Because imagine if Jota got injured again today, or imagine if Salah got injured.
Yeah.
What then? And then we're going on Tuesday against Real Madrid. And so if we lose 3-0, what then?
Yeah.
So let's say hindsight, it's a great thing. He took a gamble. Luckily, it paid off, because Arsenal just came with the most bizarre tactic today.
Yeah, but the thing is, sorry to interject. The thing is, you guys, I don't think you lot even got out of first gear. So I don't think you had to overexert yourself in this game, where you're gonna have to rest players for the Real Madrid game, or be worried about exhaustion. I feel like this was a pretty clean, straightforward win for you lot. I didn't see you lot under pressure. I didn't see it looking too intense for you guys, where you're like, we've overexerted here. You literally I think you just kind of did what you do, coasted, and you didn't come up against much resistance. So I feel like you're gonna go straight into it. I think everyone that was on that pitch today, I think everyone was there. It was almost like an audition, or trying to prove yourself, so you got into that first team for next week. I feel like everyone wanted to make sure that their name was on that team sheet for next week. That's what I think.
But that's what we're like. I mean, when we've got the full squad in, everyone plays like they're hungry. That is us. We just play high energy, but hungry. You don't. I don't think I've ever seen a game where you see slackers in our team. You might see some poor performances, but there's no one you'd say, oh, doesn't work hard, or well, the manager won't allow it. I mean, if we played like how Arsenal played today, oh my God, I think the manager would give him a proper rocket in the dressing room, because like I said, the Arsenal, I don't know, Arsenal just didn't look hungry. And considering what happened to Chelsea, you'd have thought they'd come out, you're playing at home, you'd have thought they'd onslaught us, they'd be all over us, especially you've got two novice defenders. You thought you'd been testing them all game long, just trying to smash them up. Plus, you know, the goalkeeper sometimes makes some crazy errors. You'd have thought you'd be on them all the time. But for whatever reason, you just sat back, soaked up pressure, and did bugger all counterattacks. It's just really odd. And
I've got no answer.
You got to blame the manager. That must be the tactic. What was his tactic? Sit back. Well, he must have watched some videos. And like we said yesterday, teams that defend well against us and do the counter, they beat us. So maybe he must have said, you know, look, watching these videos, sit back, absorb. But I'm pretty sure he must have said, when you get a chance for a counter-attack, go for it. They obviously didn't hear that second bit of the equation. Because they just sat back, absorbed. They tried to get out of their half.
Yeah, made us score the goals, man.
Yeah, they tried to get out of their half, but they didn't go for any long balls. And I can see, if they did, it was a cross pitch, not up pitch. So maybe I don't know who is normally. I don't watch Arsenal, but who's normally the leader on the pitch? Like we had James Milner. James Milner is old, but he's a good leader.
I was shocked when Milner was playing, but it worked. So
and played the whole game.
Yeah.
I don't know how this guy still holds on to his position, but he seems to always be the workhorse that's always in the mix.
He's fit.
That's what you need,
I watch a lot of the pre-season training, and he's always the fittest. You ask Klopp, when they come back from holiday and so on, he'll ask you, who's the fittest in the squad? You always say Milner. You know when they do the bleep test, when you go around laps and so on, Milner always wins. He always...
That's crazy.
That's like 35. Yeah. You know they test your lactic in your earlobe and stuff and your pulse. Wow. He's always the fittest. It's unbelievable. And the guy's 35.
That's cool. But just to let you know, time's running out. So
okay.
It was definitely an interesting game, but a bit of a weird game because obviously, like we said, the way Arsenal came out, we didn't expect that.
You wanted a bit more of a challenge. It didn't come, but I'm still confused. So
I know.
Yeah,
look, us as Liverpool fans were a bit confused as well because we thought we was gonna have more of a harder game than that. So, but
I was worried. I'm not even joking. I was worried. I saw the lineup before. Bloody hell! Yeah. If we get a draw, I'd be happy. But wow.
We just have to hold the L. We have to hold that loss.
No worries.
Fuck it up, man. You know what I mean? So good. Well done, you guys.
Yep.
Just have to
problem.
Put the pride aside and just let you lot. Give you lot your flowers while you can smell them. You know what I mean?
Don't worry. We'll post you the tissues. You know.
That's right. Yeah. I'll put the gun in DHL. So you have it by tomorrow.
Yeah. Because we don't want you flooding up your studio with tears, innit? So, you know.
Come on, man. So what, this podcast is sponsored by Kleenex now,
and the Samaritans.
That's it.
And the Samaritans.
But
say
man. But
I hope you lot are smiling next week anyway. I hope you're smiling.
Bloody hell, fingers crossed. I hope so.
That's it. Same as you innit in your UEFA champion.
You should beat Sparta Prague.
Yeah, you should beat. I think Arsenal will be alright.
I'm not losing sleep, so don't worry about it. I'm not losing sleep.
But man, as usual.
Respect, man.
Thanks for coming on, Mr. Riley. It's great to have another fan, an Arsenal fan, as another guest on our podcast. You're obviously the first one, so you know. Man, big up for that. And obviously there'll be many more to come. Obviously we're not playing Arsenal every week. It would be nice to have you on every week, but we're not playing Arsenal every week. So you know, there is other fans waiting.
If it's next season, it'll still be too soon.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So,
cheer up.
Yeah. So, So we're gonna leave it as that. So, for those who don't know, Liverpool beat Arsenal 3-0, and that's it, man. And we just move on to the next game. Same as Arsenal. So you know, as usual, like and subscribe. If you want to add to the comments, and. Yeah, enjoy your evening and just, stay safe.
Let's be happy. That's right.
That's it. Bring on the next
All right.
games. Yeah. So. Yeah. All right, then.
guys.
Peace. Bless up. And yeah, we're out of here. Liverpool for
Godspeed.
life.
Later.
All right.